Epsom Downs Racecourse Fusion 22. We are ready for our next matchup this evening. Please welcome to K-Side, Rob Guppy.
Okay, so we move swiftly on to the welterweight division.
It's quite interesting, isn't it? This is our heaviest we've seen tonight. Everything else has been featherweights and lightweights. Finally, we move up to that 77 kilo category.
And his opponent, please welcome Ramos.
Coming out to a bit of Rage Against the Machine.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you know, I think...
I just hope there's not a mosh pit.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of political comment that they might have been 24 years too early for their time. What do you think?
I think you
so.
might be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is sponsored by MMA Federation. Fusion fans, get ready for three 3-minute rounds of amateur MMA in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man weighing officially at 82 kilograms and has a record of 1 win with no losses, no draws. Fighting out of Chad, Somerset, England, he is Rob Guppy. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man also weighing officially at 82 kilograms and has a record of 2 wins with no losses and 1 draw. Fighting out of London, England, he is Ramos. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Stuart Davies.
Right, so here we go. Welterweight on the card, but it looks like a catch weight of 82 kilos, slightly higher. Guppy goes straight in. Ramos instantly takes him down.
Straight in for a flying knee, but he...
Got taken down in the same space.
Ramos was wise to it, wasn't he? He's trying to work to side control here.
He is.
Guppy's holding onto the neck, but that's not going to do anything in that position.
Yep, agreed. Ramos is dropping the knees into the body there. Just trying to loosen up Guppy's grip a little bit. But he should pass without too much trouble. He's going to take him up to the cage now. Ramos very wise to what he needs to do here.
Taking his time.
His corner telling him exactly what he should be doing. Corner telling him to knee.
Absolutely, he's in no real danger here.
Yeah, Guppy's holding on for dear life in the attempt to get this fight stood up again. Yeah, but he releases his grip and Guppy passes properly.
Stuart Davis
dropping those knees in.
Those have got to hurt right in front of us here. Stuart Davis looking closely, but it's looking like he's going to stand this one up.
Well, I don't know if he should here because Ramos is passed and is actually putting some damage in here. He's got a great position. It would only suit Guppy if it got stood up.
Guppy trying to use the cage to stand up, but...
Ramos desperately going to keep him on the floor here.
He was wise to that, wasn't he? Now Ramos will posture up.
But Guppy he's not going to want to. He's not going to want to let this fight. He was not going to want to let any space to get created for Ramos to drop shots on him here. He's tying him up as best he can, and actually doing a good job of it at the moment. It's making it very difficult for Ramos to get anything off, get a good position.
Absolutely, he's stuck in his half guard here.
Yeah,
those are pretty big shots landed there. Not coming from too high up though.
There we go.
He's made some space there as Ramos.
Right in front of us.
Guppy again clinging onto the neck. Ramos is going to have to try and slide that left leg out.
To be fair, Ramos hasn't really done much to pass the guard at this point. I'm going to advance his position so I can see why Stuart Davis would be looking at this fight. But again, really not doing much to pass. And now Guppy's guard is opening, pass is done. Good job, good job. But now Ramos needs to make this work. He needs to make it work for himself.
Absolutely. We've seen from Ramos in the first 2 minutes of this fight, he's very patient. He's not rushed anything. He's taking his time. He's aware, obviously, of the referee looking at it, maybe stopping it, or sorry, maybe standing it up. First round in the books.
Yeah, easily Ramos's round. All him, controlled on the ground.
You know, not a massive amount of damage land, but complete control throughout that first round. And it all started when Guppy went for the flying knee, the spectacular, right off the gate.
Yeah.
Got caught in that takedown, and it was all Ramos from there.
It's interesting when you have a round like that where you do not see what Guppy's got in attack here. You just don't know. What we did see was he didn't have an answer for Ramos's ground game here at all. He seemed to, you know, his tactic was to hold on and hope that the fight got stood up.
Stuart Davis will get us back underway, round 2.
Well, we're following a script there. Ramos wasn't in any way to stand up, just instantly went in for the kind of a modified single leg. He looked for the single leg now. He's going to lift and he's going to slam him.
The crowd love that.
Yeah. Guppy looking for the neck again with one arm, trying not to let him pass, pulling him in sort of half guard position. Ramos passes. I think he's made a little bit of a mistake by putting Guppy up against the cage all the time because he just can't manoeuvre himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Even then, when he passed the side control,
he's passed to the wrong side, and for me, but if he had him more in the middle of the cage, he'd be in a better spot right now.
Absolutely. Puts the thumbs up. He's putting the thumbs up. Stuart Davis is asking him if he's okay. He's got the thumbs up.
He passes the knee. He's looking for full mount. He gets it. Now he might be able to do some work.
And he's got his neck free.
He's looking for the arm triangle here. He's got it nice. Is he going to go for it from mount, or is he going to slip to the side? Looks like he's going to try for it for full mount.
He's tapping. That's it. Fantastic show by Aaron Ramos. Very patient, took his time. Went to side control, passed to mount. Freed his head. Locked in the arm triangle and gets the victory here at Fusion. He will visit with Tim.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee called a stoppage to this bout at 1 minute 21 seconds of the second round. To your winner by arm triangle, Aaron Ramos!
Right, I'm with your winner, Aaron Ramos. Aaron, it looked like you were going to get KO'd by a flying knee, but you took him down. Was that always going to be the plan?
What, to get KO'd by a flying knee? No.
Well, no, not that.
That plan was to see how he moved and stuff, if his legs were too close together, shoot for the takedown. I got the best jiu-jitsu gym in the world, London Fight Factory. It's the best team in the world, man.
Did you bring them all with you tonight as well?
Most of them, the ones that could make it.
So, you got the takedown, you controlled the action from the get-go in round 1. What was interesting was, as we were watching it, I thought, what's going to happen in the second round? Are you going to go instantly for the takedown? You did.
Yeah, when something's working, keep going to it.
Yeah. And so single leg this time, you pulled him down to the floor, you had a bit better position, and then instantly looked for the arm triangle. Is that your go-to move?
No, it's not, but my coach was screaming, "I'm trying to porra!" For it.
So you had other plans and you just did what he told you, right?
I always do what he tells me.
Fair play. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for your winner.